What's up guys, TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to another episode of Prison Architect. And in today's episode, what I want to do is I want to start focusing on our super max security area, which is going to be planned out over here. So as of last episode, you kind of saw the start of planning out and getting all this area built for the max security. It's like all their facilities and all that sort of stuff. I decided to do that all off camera. I still need to do the chapel. I'm just not in particular a rush to do it. I've changed it so I have two workshops now. I've decided to put a big storage there just because the workshops, I don't think we're gonna need that many people. Like really, it's max security. Like, and you see how many table work presses and workshop stores I have. I pretty much would have to have almost all of max security workshop enabled to work there, and I don't think we will. So it's kind of a bit of an overkill space. Really, it probably could have been storage, and like this size room could have been a what do you call it, a workshop. But oh well, that's kind of like the way we've done it, and so be it, really. So yeah, so this is all done. All these guys are fully planned out, pretty much. Money flow is starting to slow down, as you can see. I'm only starting to get a few hundred. It's been pushing it. Like, I've been trying to overflow the prison to get the money up and dropping the staff numbers. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to make money. Like, we got up to about almost 150,000, which is good. But yeah, just recently, it's over the past few days in the game, it's just getting worse and worse. We're having more issues in the prison, which is causing our pay grade to drop. Normally it's sitting around 5,000-6,000, but since we're always having fights and deaths and all that sort of stuff, it drags down how much money we're earning, and yeah, it's hurting our pockets. So we need to get some more people in here so we can get some more money. So that's what we're going to work on today. See, now we've hit into a bit of a negative flow. That's alright. So we're going to start planning this now. I don't know how long it is going to take to get all this built. But yeah, see, that's 40,000 or 50,000 just alone to do this building here. So this building here is our big one. This is where all our cells are going to be, which is good. So by doing that, I want to go objects and doors, and we're going to put a door here. Oh, I can't do it just yet because the trees are there. But yeah, so this is where our super max security is going to go. So I don't know how much of this we're going to get done today. As I said, the game doesn't seem to run too fast anymore. I think it has something to do probably with my computer, the size of the world, the amount of people that are in it. It could be just because it's an old map. I'm not sure. It does seem to lag time, even though I'm in fast, like super fast mode. Time does not tick very quickly. So it is very annoying. I will lock open this though, so then these guys can fly in and out of there. And the problem is that we've ordered all this like bricks and all that sort of stuff, and it depends. Like, this backs up a lot, this area. It seems like they don't flow quick enough. We're getting too many orders, a lot of food, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so yeah. So what I want to do is there's a select few that are gonna be added to the whole super max security. So we're going to have two bays of this. We're going to have one on this side and one on this side. And then we're going to have death row. Now, death row is kind of a bit of a waste to have two. So I think what we'll do is that this will be like their utilities area, similar to like this sort of side, but it'll be shared with death row. Because when you look at intake, there's no available death row. Death row is so minimum. There's not, as it says, death row. Because where does it say? It says somewhere, yeah, these inmates are few and far between. So there's not very many death row patients or inmates. So there's no real point having such a huge area all dedicated to death row. We might have just like a little room out over here or something dedicated to death row. Or it could be even in here we have like a center room just for death row inmates alone. And this could be more like utilities, or we could just have another version of this, so we can double it. So then we have two supermax, and then we can just allow ourselves to have even more inmates. But there are a few on my list that I am gonna be upgrading. If we go to logistics, intelligence. I'm looking for intelligence. Gangs. So we've got a big issue with gangs at the moment. So the blue gang, the ones with the eagles on their face, this sort of one, they're constantly causing issues. Like when you look around, like the spread of gangs. So there's no gangs exist in low security. In medium, we've got 2 blues, 2 greens, and 1 red. And then everyone other than those members of gang members. So when you think about it, 2 blues. So that's take 2 of that. That's 24. So 24 blue gang members are all in supermax security. And considering where one of those blocks take up like 30 something, they pretty much all could take up an entire one of these buildings just alone, that gang. So we have a huge gang issue with that. As well as that, what I want to activate today is events. So there are some, I think, is it in extras or is it options? Is it experimental? No. Game, maybe. No, it's somewhere, I know there's somewhere where I can add it. Options. No, it must be in extras. Prison streams, game mode, no. Is it mods? No. There's a way, I found it a little while ago, and I can't remember where I found it now. Map settings, here we go. So, we need to enable 2 extra things on this map, and that's what the main thing for this episode is today. So we're going to enable events. Events have a huge variety of things. It can be from walls collapsing, to floods, to explosions of like a generator which causes fire. There's a whole bunch of things with that. Like the list is huge, so we're going to enable this, and once you do it, you cannot deactivate it, and I want to do it for this map. As well as that, I want to enable weather. Now, where was I again? I was in extras, wasn't I? And that's map settings, and I want to enable weather. So weather increases, brings in temperature. The temperature like gauge for these prisoners, so it gets cold, like when it snows, there's heat waves, there's all that sort of stuff, as well as events. They're tied in with the weather. They can have extreme heat waves or extreme cold events, so yeah, you have to make sure all your prisoners are clothed, and we could have some big epidemics. It will actually be a good way of testing how good our laundry distribution center is. We might need to have more prisoners working in our laundries. We only have 6 per one. You might end up having to double that, because I think these guys can take up to 12 or so. But here we go. We've got temperature. So temperature seems reasonably well. All our inmates seem pretty warm. See, as you can see over here, like obviously near here, it's like 23 degrees. It's pretty nice and warm. But like out these guys aren't getting too warm. So there must be ways of increasing temperature. I need to see into that. There might be certain objects. I'm not sure if it adds any extra objects to do with temperature. Could be like heaters or something like that. I don't think it does. But, oh, you know, it does. Radiators. So, we will need to start spreading radiators through our prison to make sure that these guys stay at a nice, cozy temperature. Because if we look at this and we go, needs, let's see, how is... Now, temperature should be on there somewhere, I think. Environment. So, that's dirty conditions. No, warmth. Here we go. So warmth. So 346 prisoners have this need. So no one wants to be cold, which is also good. So that's great. And we've got obviously privacy. It seems like that. I think that was a new one that was added. But it will be interesting to see how these develop over time. It is nighttime at the moment, so everyone does have privacy and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how this develops with these new events and new weather impacts and all that sort of stuff. So I am looking forward to all that. As you said, this is going to take a while, so really I should have kind of probably built this off camera. So next episode we're going to actually I'll plan the inside, and then we'll get them to build the inside for us next episode. Because yeah, it's just unfortunately with the game now, it's kind of at that point where I kind of can't build on camera anymore because it's too slow. The game does not move fast. So I don't have enough workers at the moment. I've only got 20, so that will have a bit of an impact. Like I've had points where I've had up to 200, but there's the money situation. I need more prisoners. We need to get our prison rating up to 500, so that's more key. These prisons here, these prisoners aren't going to have much luxuries. They're going to be in lockdown the majority of the time. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of the day. They are the scum of the scum, pretty much. They are, like, you know, these guys are supposed to be the scum of the scum, and these guys up here are pretty much the gum on their shoe, and then death row is that bit of dirt on that gum on that shoe. You know, so it just gets, like, progressively worse. You know, these guys are evil and mean, manipulative. They're just dogs, pretty much. So, and one of the people I definitely want to move up there is this bugger over here. He's constantly causing issues. He's the reason why my prison is in a constant danger mode, because pretty much what happens is when a gang member, 26, it says 26 gang members are furious, leader being punished. Their leader is always pretty much in lockdown. It's very rare that he doesn't piss them off. So I need to get him in here, and I'm hoping eventually I can somehow, I'm not sure if you can entitle a prisoner to then become a death row. Really, he should, after some of the stuff I've seen him do. So he's actually been put up for murder for 75 years. Some of these things, pretty much all these things, he's serving pretty much from being in the prison. He came in for rioting, kidnap, and assault on an officer. And then since then, he came in with these. He came in with, I think, these three here, or these two. And no, he came in with these three. Sorry, yeah, he did come in with these three. But since he's been in the prison, he has murdered 3 inmates, and I actually got to witness it firsthand. Unfortunately, I was not recording, but it was actually really impressive to watch. He was next to like 2 or 3 of his gang members, and they started a riot, and they started it right next to an armed guard, and the armed guard got killed like straight away, and he grabbed the shotgun, and all the other people. Oh, why is there one death? Who died? Someone died today. There's been a fight over here. A guard died. See, these guys are not good. But yeah, it's hard because pretty much he literally got the shotgun and just started obliterating everyone, and it was actually really impressive to watch. He literally went the shotgun, just went bang bang bang, killed 3 people. I'm just like, holy shit, what the hell? And then another armed guard. God, I stumbled on those words. Armed guard came around the corner and knocked him out, and then he got chucked into here. I don't know if he's still. Oh, he may have just came out. It was a while ago in the game, so no, he's still there. He's just, you can't see him. So this guy here, if we select him, he is being punished for. He still has 29 hours left. I think because when you look at my punishments, it's something like 48 hours per murder or something. So he's been in there for a long time. I'm surprised he actually hasn't died for some reason. A good way of actually killing him off would be the temperature side of things. If this, yeah, see, as you can see, the temperature in here is cold. It's not warm in these buildings. So it's not massively warm in these areas here, so I'm gonna have to start spreading some radiators through the prison soon, because yeah, it seems like a temperature complaint will be huge, so I'm gonna have to spread some radiators through the hallways and all that sort of stuff to warm this up. I'll probably put it like outside each door just to get the heat going. And yeah, because but like in here it is cold. It's like outdoor degrees is 0 degrees. And just indoors in his cell, he's getting like 2 to 3 degrees, and yeah, max of 4. So it's not very warm in these areas. These guys are gonna start complaining about warmth, and yep, they're starting, like, he's starving this guy. Wait, he's out now. He's been moved, or is he still there? I don't know. Oh no. Uh-oh. Here we go. Events. We have an event. Incoming call from the warden. A power surge has caused our generator to overload and catch fire. Okay, here we go. So this is what we're talking about. This is the events I was talking about. So we now need to call emergencies. We now need to call fire engine. let's actually probably call 2 fire engines, and let's hit play, and I need to deploy these guys over here straight away. Just because, yeah, this could get deadly. The fires can spread. Woo, they can spread very quickly. So they're already, I think, they're already running down. So they didn't even come down the fire trucks because the fire trucks are stopped on that side because that's the utility. But yeah, these guys are going to run this way, and then yeah, they've got a bit of an emergency on their hand. We're going to have some prisoners. Burn. Oof, God. Where are the prisoners? The prisoners have been... Oh, no, it's good. They're all being pushed to go eat, which is good. They're still following their regime. So, but yeah, this fire could get pretty dangerous pretty quickly. And this is what I was talking about. This is just the events. It adds something to the game, you know. Like, as I was saying, you know, it's a bit boring this episode because we're waiting for this to get built. But then at the same time... Oh, I actually need to put those stupid doors on these. So let's do that and that. And then that will allow that to get built. But yeah, then it allows something else to happen, like a fire, a generator explosion. So this is spreading pretty fast. And yes, it's demolishing walls. It's yeah, this sort of stuff can completely destroy a 2 deaths. Is that my firefighters maybe? Yeah, see, the fire's spreading pretty quickly. These guys are... See, now I've got some repairs to do and all that sort of stuff. So it's an interesting event. Yeah, we lost one of these guys. I need them to get over here like pronto. I need this pair to kind of get over here pronto, and they'll split the team and they can start taking care of different fires and such. Oof, God, what a mess. What an absolute mess. It's going to take them a while to contain that fire. So these guys... There's still a bit of a fire going out over here where these guys are. Oh, these black lines, it's actually the fire hose. That's actually kind of cool. And now, what are these prisoners doing? Oh, they're trying to go to their cell, which doesn't exist anymore. Get these guys to come down here. Get these guys to come over here. I feel like the fire may be might be under control now. Whew. Wow. What an event, hey? Alright, I think the fire has been taken care of. Okay, let's we can get rid of these guys now. And yeah, I've got some heavy repairing to do. That is a big fire indeed. But I'm going to call the episode here, guys. I feel like that's a good way of ending the episode on a big event. That was the point of adding it to the game. So yeah, we'll make the series a bit more interesting as we kind of get through some more boring stages of expanding the prison. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. So as usual, thank you all for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. So see you later, guys.